Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video that's going to be this week's new makeup releases where I'm going to chat about the new makeup that's been released, announced, and sneak peek. I'll let you know whether or not I'm interested in it and you let me know down in the comments whether or not you're interested in it. And remember, it is okay to disagree. Friends do not always agree about makeup and beauty. That's totally fine, but friends are always kind and respectful towards each other. And if you haven't been here before, please do consider subscribing. I do upload at least 5 videos a week all about makeup and beauty and chatting about makeup and beauty and all of that. So let's dive into this week's new makeup releases. And I did film this look. I filmed a video, I think it's coming up, actually it might be Monday. Might be Monday that this video is coming up, we'll see, at least next week, where I am doing this look right here. If you're interested in any of the things that I have on my face right now, that is going to be in the pinned comment down below. If you want to see some more info about the products that I'm talking about in this video, I'm going to have all of that in the description box. All the info is going to be there, release date, time, where you'll be able to find it. If I have any discount codes, that is going to be in the description box. I try to put as much info there as possible. I'm also letting you know that I do have a membership here on my channel. I don't plug it that often, but I do have a membership here on my channel. The button is down here next to the subscription button if you want to be an extra supporter of the channel, and then you will get an extra bonus video for members each month on my channel. And if you do become a member right now, you will of course get access to all the past videos as well. For tier 2 and tier 3, I also do a member exclusive Zoom call once a month, and that Zoom call is going to be today on Friday. I've already let you know in the community tab, but if this is the first time you're hearing about this, and if you are a member or if you want to be a member, tier 2 or tier 3, just know that it is happening today, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I will have the info and all the passwords and all of that for getting into the Zoom meetings in my community tab, so don't forget to check back. I am super excited to be chatting with you. Let's have a little after work, let's have a cocktail, let's talk about the work week. Super excited. There are some things that I am just dying, breathing, sneezing to get my hands on. Should we just start with let's start with scoochie. Let's start with that. Okay, I'm on the side. Can I get some lights? I'm ready for my close-up. Let's start with the Oden's eye palettes. You sold out of these, but they are open for pre-order again. You can use my code Angelica to get 10% off at Oden's eye. There's also some copies left of my palette Hella. And yeah, they're having a pre-order right now, but the initial stock did sell out. I don't know if they expected these palettes to be as popular as they are, but they're truly just really, really good quality and a really nice, traditional, but still innovative take on color stories about Christmas. I know some people told me like they can't believe that a brand is coming up with a holiday release before Halloween, but this is a Swedish brand. Remember that Halloween is the biggest here in the US, at least the way that you celebrate Halloween, the way that Americans celebrate Halloween. It's a Swedish brand's just not going to come out with a Halloween collection, so don't expect them to. Just they have a different schedule. I'm just saying it the way it is. But overall, really love these palettes. I've been having a lot of fun with them outside of YouTube as well. And if you want me to play with this more and do more looks, please do let me know. I mean, I would love to do that because I really like how these look. So I will leave a link to that down below. The next thing that we finally are able to see is the Glamlite and Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo was definitely part of my childhood. This is the kind of nostalgia that I'm asking for. I know the owner, Giselle, did talk about in her stories that they wanted to showcase or that they wanted to show this collection earlier, but the ones that they were collabing with, like not Scooby-Doo the dog, but you understand the company behind it, it was taking a little longer than they were expecting, so it was a little bit of a delay regarding the sneak peeks and just showing the collection, but now they have finally showed it and it is available on the 22nd of October, if I'm not totally mistaken. All of these are $20 or less, and there are 2 mini palettes, a highlighter duo, a Bat Mascara mascara, and a Bat Eyes liner. 3 different lipsticks that are not in this picture, but if you go to Glamlite you can see them, and then there are lashes. Yeah, 22nd of October. You can use the code Angelica to get 15% off at Glamlite. And this is the collection that Glamlite already told me they're sending me this in PR. I would buy this in a heartbeat. I would buy the PR box. I am so excited. I love the color stories of the small palette, and I'm so happy that they're doing more 10-pan palettes. They had one in their second collab with Michaela, and if this is the same formula, I'm loving the packaging, I'm loving the color stories. I think my favorite is the one with the light green and the dark tealy blues and greens. I'm really excited to be trying these out. The lipsticks look so beautiful. I'm loving the packaging. I'm excited. I'm excited to try this. I'm excited to see Glamlite do like now like Barbie and now Scooby-Doo. Just some things, even though I love their food themed things as well, to do other things as well. And I feel like it opens up even more opportunities for them in the future. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm just very excited to be trying this out. This is one of those things, as soon as I get it in the mail, I'm gonna sit my ass down right here and I'm gonna film a video because I am very hyped. I wanna like try this so bad. I just think it's very cute. The next thing that I am very excited about, and I think that this might be the only thing that I like buy myself, and that is the holiday reveal from Manny MUA's brand Lunar Beauty, and they are doing an advent calendar. And I have actually filmed a Get Ready With Me, which is like things that I don't spend my money on. And spoiler alert, one of them was advent calendars or like mystery boxes, unless it is an advent calendar or a mystery box where I know I'm not getting duplicates or where I know I will like everything. And he said that this is the same formula because these are eyeshadows, 12 eyeshadows. Each box has a single eyeshadow, and then there's an empty palette, and for every day, like 12 days of Christmas, you will put a single like a shadow into your palette. I feel like this is such a nice and innovative way of just trying something new for holiday palette. I know that some people are probably going to be upset that they are not going to be able to see the palette before they buy it, but I will be honest, I feel like this is more for like the already fans of Lunar Beauty or for the people who likes the surprise. Because I can tell you right now, he said the formula of this is going to be the same formula as it was in the, what was it called, the last palette? The Nude Prism. Love the formula of that palette. They said the shimmers and the mattes going to be the same formula as that one. Not sad about that. I feel like this is for the people who already like the formula, who already likes the kind of color choices that Manny does. And I am excited to see this. And I love surprises, but I only love surprises if I know I'm gonna love the surprise. I don't need to know about the surprise, but I kind of need to know that it's a positive surprise. And me getting a 12 pan palette from Lunar Beauty, that's gonna be nice no matter what. And I am excited. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy this one. I do have a code with Lunar Beauty. My code is Angelica. You can get 10% off. So I will buy this. And if you want to buy it, use a code so you can get some money off. There's also 2 new lip oils. I love the lip oils. Those are going to be in the best releases of 2022. I can tell you already. There are 2 more shades coming. And actually, what he did with the shades is what I said as constructive feedback in my review video of those, is that I love the consistency, love the different scents, but I wish that they were a little bit more pigmented. So these 2 lip glosses, one is like a strawberry red pink, and one is a purple. It has a little bit more pigment. Home run. It went from a 9.5 to a 10.5. Like, I'm super excited about this release, and I'm excited about the surprise element. I did a mystery box by Unearthly Cosmetics recently. I really had to dodge all the different videos like a minefield online because I got my box a little later than other people because I wanted to open it on camera with you and I wanted to be surprised, and I knew I was gonna like it because I like Unearthly Cosmetics and I knew that the box was just new items, like this calendar is just new items. So yeah, I'm very excited. And again, if you don't want to buy a palette without seeing it, I would say maybe this isn't for you, or just wait to see reviews and maybe it's still in stock and you can buy it afterwards. But I'm excited. This one is launching today. On Friday, as you're seeing this, I will put the exact release time down below, probably on my Instagram as well. And yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be shopping it. I don't know if I'm getting this in PR. If I do end up getting in PR, I will give it away, but I haven't heard anything, so I'm just gonna be assuming that I'm going to be purchasing it myself, but this is going to be the thing that I buy. Let's talk about Unearthly Cosmetics then, because she actually did re-release the low light highlighter palette. This is something that she had before, and this is a colored highlighter palette that has more of a tan undertone. So, you know, sometimes with like duochrome highlighter, they can look a little, they have like a white or a gray undertone that looks beautiful on a fair to light skin tone. Even on me, like a light medium, it looks great. But then when you come up to like a medium tan skin tone, they look, you can see the white or the gray. So these have more like a duochrome highlighter with a more tan base color. So these are meant to be working on other skin tones beside like a light, pale, light, medium. And I know that one of the shades is new and the other 5 are existing shades. I'm not 100% sure which shade it is that is new, but I can tell you already that this is a beautiful formula. I still have this palette. I have not decluttered it. So she has re-released this one. It is available. My code with Unearthly Cosmetics is also Angelica, and I will leave that down below. Oh, I have this one actually here in front of me, and I used this one today. And this is the new brush set by BK Beauty. This is an extension of their core set. So there are 9 new brushes. Here are 4 of them. I have them all here in front of me. I've been using them today. They are really, really beautiful. And you are going to be able to buy this either as a big bundle or as a bundle with just the face brushes or a bundle with just the eye brushes. Normal good BK Beauty quality. I think the brushes all look really beautiful. It is the brushes that I've been using for my eyes and my cheeks, and I also did use, these are available, I will link them down below, and I also did use some of the brushes from the new set. You can see I've used this one from Rephr. Let me see if I can find another one. Here's another one that I used. I used this for bronzer and I used this for highlighter. Rephr is having a holiday set. I don't remember exactly what the discount is, but they're gonna have these new holiday brushes. There are 5 different holiday brushes, and you're going to be able to buy them at a discounted price during a holiday season. I will put the info down in the description box and also with my affiliated link in case you're interested in shopping from Rephr. But these brushes are, per usual, really, really beautiful. Rephr has natural bristle brushes and BK Beauty has synthetic bristle brushes. I feel like natural bristle brushes usually pick up product better, but a really high quality synthetic brush can also be made to emulate a natural bristle brush really good as well if you just put some more effort into it. And I feel like BK Beauty has really, really high quality brushes. I will put some info, like I said, about the holiday set, discounted holiday set from Rephr down below, because I don't remember it at the top of my head, but I remember getting a mail from them letting me know about the details in case you were interested in adding some Rephr brushes during the holiday season. They're also putting more brushes into their concept store, so don't forget to check in there every now and then to see if maybe a brush that you've been looking at or maybe one of your favorites is on a 50% discount. Can we talk about that Hipdot just does not seem to have any chill? Now they're coming out with a Hello Kitty collab, and it is those stupid rub character eyeshadows. I'm gonna tell you what I said when they did this with the Care Bears. You don't need this. The cat is the eyeshadow. You have to rub the cat. Yes, it's gonna be as awkward as it sounds. You're rubbing the cat and then you rub it. Nobody has time for that. No, I see you. Sit down. Nobody has time for that. You're not buying that. Don't spend your money on that. Okay? There are so many better things you can spend your money on. These are $12 each. That's a really nice coffee at Starbucks with the whipped cream and the sprinkles and the sauce and everything, instead of you rubbing a cat like a dum-dum. We're not doing that in 2022. No. Viseart has announced a couple of more palettes. These are available now. I wonder if these are being sold at their website then, or if these are also available at Beauty E.T. I will find them and I will link them down below. These are the Petite Pro palettes. They had some, there are different kind of sizes of palettes. I really do like these. I think these are 8-pan palettes. Yeah, 8-pan palettes, and this is the Petite Pro City Nights collection, and it is inspired by their Paris Étoile palette. Oh, okay. So it is the Petite Pro London Étoile and Petite Pro San Francisco Étoile. Do I feel like any of these resemble the city? You're gonna have to let me know about that, because the blue one is San Francisco and the purple one is London. You're gonna have to let me know. I honestly don't know. What I can say is that I really do enjoy the Viseart quality. They're really nice quality, but I feel like they are kind of stuck in their color stories, the way that a lot of brands are stuck in their color stories, and it's like they're doing just different variations of the berry purple and the bronzes with the teal. I just want to see different undertones. I just want to see a different take on it. I think that these are beautiful, but I own this. And I think I even own this from Viseart, so I don't need to add this to my collection. There's another mini palette in town as well, and this is the Baby Gold by Natasha Denona. Normally, I love Natasha Denona, and she can make me buy anything, but not even Natasha can make me buy this one. No, I'm not buying 2 beiges and a gold. That's not happening. I don't even have the big gold. I have the mini gold, but I'm not getting this. I'm not getting this. I honestly, if you have the gold and you like taking your makeup on the go, or if you're doing a lot of business trips, or if you like doing your makeup when you're commuting, this could be perfect to toss into your bag. I get that, But unless you are the kind of person that likes these kind of shades on a daily basis, you don't need this. You don't need this. But if you are the person that does a pretty neutral look with the gold every day on your commute train to work, that's awesome. That's great for you, definitely. And Natasha Denona does really good eyeshadows, and it's $19 for her quality, definitely. I'm not getting this. I have the mini gold. That one has like 2 greens as well. I would recommend that one over this one, because that one is just slightly bigger. It's literally, it's the size of a USB memory card, and you get 2 olivey greens as well. Just get that one instead. Oh, I want to talk about this one again, because now it is officially announced. I mean, this has been available in some places before, and we have talked about this, but this is now sold at Ulta, and this is the Flower Beauty collab with E.T, and it is $19.99, and it is soon coming to CVS, but it is available at Ulta. The amount of people that told me that this packaging is meant to look like a DVD, I have news for you. The movie E.T. came out in 1982. Do you know when DVDs came out? March 1997. It is not made to look like a DVD. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, it's just not meant to look like a DVD. I think it's made to look like a movie poster, and then on the inside, I think it's meant to look like, you know, that like big roll of film you put in a projector at the movie theater. That's what I think. I might be wrong. I will accept if I'm wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. I still think though that it is a very obnoxious and big, like, it could be made as a movie poster and still just have more shades on the inside. I think it's the inside that's the problem. I think it's cool that it's a movie poster if the inside makes sense. I just think it's so much dead space. I don't hate the color story. I mean, it makes sense for the palette, like for the movie, I guess. I'm not gonna get it, but it's available officially, and I will link it down below. We're also seeing some holiday releases from e.l.f. I think a lot of people are super excited about seeing the holiday stuff from e.l.f. They're doing some kind of a frozen icicle theme this time, and it is available right now for Beauty Squad members, which means that it's going to be available to everyone, the public, really soon. These are very affordable. I mean, they're very affordable. I don't love these super big sets from both e.l.f. and NYX does this. It's like, oh, we're doing a gloss value set, and it's like 15 glosses. Everybody calm down. Can you just do a set with 3? I know this year NYX actually did one with just 3 glosses, and that is great. That is a good value set. But it's like, it doesn't really matter if you are getting 9 glosses but paying for 8. You're still paying for 8 glosses at the same time. Is it worth getting 1 free gloss to clutter up your collection with 9 glosses at the same time? I just do not see a world where that makes sense. Seems to be a cheek palette, some kind of an eyeshadow palette, like a little pastel-y, like an icicle theme. Then there are the liquid eyeshadows, I think, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you need 10 liquid eyeshadows in your life? Do you even have 10 friends to share these with? Sometimes people are like, oh, but stocking stuffers. I'm like, how big of a family do you have? And does everyone really want an e.l.f. liquid shadow? I doubt it. So yeah, I think parts of these are really cool. I just wish that drugstore brands would just tone it down a little bit with these value sets. I get it. It's meant for people who have friends, but stop bullying us who do not have 10 friends, okay? I think this one has officially launched now as well, and this is the ABH Glam to Go mini palette. It's just a small pinky burgundy. I think they did this with the, what is it called, the neutral palette that they did last year. Now I don't remember the name on the top of my head. I still don't remember it, but now they're doing it with this one. I think the colors are really cool. Do I need something like this in my life? Not really. I mean, it's cute. I'll link it down below. It's $29. I guess it's a nice way to try out ABH, but it's not something that I am eager to try. Let's just put it like this. This is something that I am eyeing, that I might try, but honestly, I think I'm gonna opt out, but I'm still having it on my Sephora wishlist. I might try it. And this is from Makeup by Mario, and he's doing a lip lift kits for Christmas, $20 each, 3 different colors. And this is what I mean. Expensive brands, I understand that they cannot do 8 glosses because it's gonna be like $200, but still, like, wouldn't it be nice if e.l.f. did something like this? Imagine getting like a little gift set like this and it's $7. Wouldn't that be awesome? I don't know, yeah. let's not get into it. It's a lipstick and a lip liner, and I think the lip liners are mini size, but the lipsticks are full size, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe the lipsticks are mini as well. I'm not 100% sure, but it's just a nice way to sample a line, especially if you're like me and you've never tried these lipsticks. What a great way to try them for $20 and just get a feel for both the lip liner and the lipstick at the same time. There's also been, this is a little sneak peek, this is from Trendstopia, and she's showing that Lisa Eldridge has basically said that she has an eye palette coming soon. Sign up to my newsletter to be notified. And then the picture is apparently on, is it Eva Green, right? And I'm not expecting anything but neutrals. I would be so disappointed if this is not a super neutral palette with a pop of a wearable color, maybe a purple or a teal or an olive. Like, I don't foresee this being anything else than that. And I don't know if I'm honestly super intrigued in reviewing a neutral palette from a brand I've never tried. So I don't think this is going to be for me, but maybe it will be for you. Maybe you are a die-hard fan and you've just been waiting for this to happen. I think this one is available as well. This is the Tarte Cosmetics, the Maracuja Juicy Lip Liner. I talked about this a while ago and I said that it was only available in sets, but now it is available as singles, and I will link it down below. This is something that I will pick up when I see it, either at Sephora or Ulta. I mean, if this comes to Sephora before the sale, amazing. I will definitely pick one up. I really have enjoyed the lip products from Tarte. Overall, I've been kind of enjoying the brand, if I'm gonna be honest, and I love lip liners. I really do. Today I'm actually not wearing a lip liner, and I feel like this is the first day that I'm not wearing a lip liner in a really long time. So I think I will be trying one of these just because I love lip liners. I really do. Do I need another lip liner? Maybe I will talk myself out of it just because I really do not need another lip liner, but I still like it. Let's go into the weekly Colourpop segment, and they are releasing the Not a Box of Chocolates collection. Is that really what it's called? Okay, so it is an all brown collection. For me, I think they're sending this to me in PR. They did fix my discount code. Thank you all for letting me know that it was some kind of a hiccup with that last week's launch, but it is back, and my code is Angelica and will give you $5 off a $20 or more order, and I will leave that down below. I think they're sending this to me in PR. I mean, you know me, I'm not like dying to try an all brown palette. I will say I do really like how those Luxe lipsticks are looking, and I'm very, very excited to see them continue to do the Luxe lipsticks, especially when it's browns. I think if you were lusting over the Huda Beauty palette, the new one that came out, and you thought that that was a little expensive, maybe get this one instead. Colourpop usually is fairly good quality, and you're paying a lot less. It's $24 and you're getting, I think it's 16 shades, right? And it's probably going to be decent quality. I'm not saying it's the same or it's comparable. I'm just saying that this could be a really nice neutral palette if you were looking for an all brown palette. Am I looking for an all brown palette? Absolutely not. But I guess it's showing up. And if you want to see me like use it or review it, do let me know. I did use that collection that came out last week in, was that Monday's video? I think it was Monday's video, in case you were interested. And they also have announced, and I will see if I can find some pictures as I'm editing this, because right now I've only seen a movie, like a reel from Trend Mood. And this is the Enchanted collection that is coming. I think this is the Ulta exclusive collection. So this one I will not be getting in PR, and I don't think I'm going to be picking it up. Per usual, these Ulta exclusive collections are usually more than one palette. There's usually an array of things, and per usual, it is one that has a little bit more color and one that's a little bit more neutral. I think this will fit in at Ulta amazingly, but I don't feel like this is something that I am gonna need. GXVE Beauty has also released something or revealed something. It is coming on October 25th to Sephora. I'm not gonna get this. This is the Eye in Sparkle Clean Multidimensional Glitter Eyeshadow. This is just a very sparkly loose shadow. I don't think that this is like a loose glitter because it says eyeshadow, and I don't think if it was like chunky, like actual like loose glitter, they wouldn't be able to call it eyeshadow. So I think that this is just a very high shine sparkly loose eyeshadow in 3 very nude colors, and I definitely don't need that. If you know me, you know that if there's something that I close to never reach for, it is a shimmery neutral. And even though I really enjoy this brand, not spending my money on this. Oh, let's talk about this Colourpop as well. Okay, this one has been revealed. I think that someone accidentally leaked this and Colourpop just took the reins and they're like, someone leaked it, let's just go with it. So they actually shared it themselves on the story, the place that leaked it. But I think they leaked it because there was like a gossip news source that leaked that they were coming out with the C3PO palette, because this one is not releasing until next week on the 24th? 22nd. 27th, and you can use the code Angelica again. Here's the thing, I love Star Wars. I am such a Star Wars fanatic. We are literally in the middle of watching every Star Wars movie and series available chronologically, and we are on season 2 of Rebels right now. I cannot begin to explain to you how important Star Wars is to me and to my upbringing and to how I value sci-fi and like space operas and all that. I really love Star Wars. This is a golden brown palette. Obviously, if this hadn't been C3PO, would I have been excited? Absolutely not. I would have yawned and I would have moved on. I am acknowledging that the only reason why I'm excited about this is because it has my favorite droid. Yes, C3PO is my favorite droid. He is my sarcastic soulmate and I love him. And I really love that they put, oh my, on the inside. Love it. I really do enjoy it, and I mean, they made what they could do with this palette. It goes from really light to really dark, a bunch of yummy caramelly goldy tones in shimmers and mattes. This is a more shimmer heavy palette. What can you expect from a gold themed palette? Again, had this not been C3PO, I would have been like, absolutely not. And now instead I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. And they did say they were sending this to me in PR, and I will 1,000,000% do a dedicated video. Also, they are restocking the big Star Wars palette the same week. So if you had been missing out on that one, just letting you know right now, that one is coming back as well. It's been out of stock for a really long time. This is your friendly reminder. That one is also restocking. Morphe is having a collab with Abby Roberts, and I looked into Abby Roberts and it seems like she's an artist because I see a lot of pictures of her on stage with like a microphone. So I'm guessing she's a singing artist. I'm not. I'm at the age right now where I just want to listen to the music I've always I'm at the point in my life that when me and my husband, when we're cooking, we usually put on music and we listen to opera. That's where I am at in my life right now. So I've never heard about her in my life. I look at this and I'm like, it's a half neutral palette, half rainbow palette. So for me, this isn't very inspiring, but I do think that this is the replacement of the James Charles palette. I'm just gonna tell you what I see right now. This is what I think. It says she designed a collection that is versatile enough for everyday applications, experimental artistry, and everything in between. So there's a cake liner palette, a big 35 pen artistry palette, a brush and tubby set, and a detailed brush and mixing palette set. Oh, that's actually really interesting. I kind of like that. That's really cool. Do I need this? Absolutely not. I'm not in love with the Morphe quality, although I have heard from you that it has improved with time. I did have a video this Monday. We're basically talking about the rumors that Forma Brands that owns Morphe and Jaclyn Cosmetics are thinking about filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. And if you want to hear more about that, check back on Monday's video because I did talk about that. So I just wanted to let you know that this one is coming out. I'm not interested, but maybe you are. Also, Tom Ford is selling us the Emperor's New Clothes in form of this Soleil Niche collection. What? So it says it's a transparent lipstick and 8 shades of beige. And you literally have to sell the blood of your firstborn to be able to afford it. I don't even have prices here. I don't know if I want to know. I think that this lipstick is one of those see-through color changing. Don't pay Tom Ford prices for that. You can literally get that at Claire's for 50 cents in the bargain bin. You do, no. Put down your debit card, put down your credit card. Nobody is paying Tom Ford prices for a color changing lip balm. No. We're not doing that. If you're in that tax bracket, can you adopt me? Martine Cosmetics has now revealed and launched their Mission XXX collection, which is a little bit like sci-fi space themed. You know, I love that. The reason why I didn't pick this one up is because this palette is very gray leaning. I'm loving the pops of purple and lime, but I don't want the grays. I don't want the grays. I saw that my friend Heather Austin got this one in PR and also the highlighter palette, and she did a video doing three looks and like lots of swatches. I think the concept is wonderful, and I'm liking the, you know, I love a half neutral, half colorful palette, but when the neutrals are grays that I kind of tend to avoid, it's just not for me, so I'm gonna opt out. Let's end with talking. Is that the last thing? I think I only have the Shrek and I Heart Revolution left. I have a love-hate relationship with this collection because I feel like parts of this collection is just amazing. The mirror, the Shrek headband, I might get the Shrek headband. It's amazing. It's so cool with the little ears. There is a mud mask. It is so genius. There's a mud mask in here. Some of these things are so genius. The lipsticks are gorgeous. And this is what I'm saying. One of these lipsticks is one of those color changing lip balms. Just get this one. It is a Fiona lip balm. It's green and turns pink. Amazing. So smart. You know, ogre green, princess pink. Honestly, genius. Geniuses are at work. But then we come to the palettes. Oh, and their magic wand brushes, genius. But the palettes, first of all, there are a zillion palettes. I think they're like 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's like 6 or 7 eyeshadow palettes. It's too much. It is too much. And I've said this before. Some of the things that they release, like the accessories and the lipstick, like honestly, I think am I allowed to go and buy the headband? I want that. I want the headband so bad. Only buying that one? I actually don't have a headband like that because the one I had before, I got one for free somewhere and it was too tight. I think I have an ogre head, or it was kid size. That's the story that I'm going. Well, my brain is too big. I mean, maybe I'm just too smart, but it didn't fit me. It was just literally felt like it was gonna squeeze my head. You know that guy that's like squeezing a melon between his thighs? Yeah, that's my head, and I was like, I'm about to pop. So I'm thinking I might get the headband because I mean, I wouldn't. There's something fun about having the ogre ears when you're taking off your makeup at night. I could see myself loving that. I think that this collection would have been amazing if they had these accessories, but then just one palette. For the love of everything, one palette, please. Or at least like one palette and one small palette. But there are so many palettes and none of the color stories in these palettes really make sense. Imagine if they had just put a lot of effort into the palette like some brands do when they do a collab. Glamlite, Colourpop, there's a bunch of brands. Those are just the two that came up like on the top of my head. And just really made a killer color story with a killer packaging together with these other really smart things like the lipsticks, the mirror, the brushes, the headband, that mud mask. Absolutely so cool, and like I really like that, but just the palettes are too much. They're too many, and the color stories make no sense, and the packaging of those aren't good enough. And I just, please, one palette, for the love of everything, one palette, and make it a killer palette. Who needs to tell them? And I think that was everything. Let me scooch back. Let me actually double check. So there's like nothing that's been announced as we are talking about this. Nope, it seems like we are doing fine. Remember, we're doing a live later today. We're doing a live later today, like a Zoom call. If you want to have some more info, it is at the community tab. You can either go to the community tab or you can click on the little tab when you go back to like my main channel. This says membership and you will be able to find it there with the info. I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day. I hope your weekend is going to be truly great, and I will see you again on Monday for a new video. Bye!